Day 1443. Good evening. Good night, rather. Despicable, absolutely despicable. I'm really gonna have to go and get a trim soon, man, because it's just constantly just being disgusted by the look of this. It's not the one, man. I don't like unevenness. I mean, it can't bother me that much because I would have done something by now if it was really, really bugging me. Well, no, it is bugging me, but yeah. Do you know what I mean? If something's really, really bugging you, you're going to do something, and I will. It's just... that's the dryer, I hope. But yeah, anywho. So, soup. Looking at a pot of food. I need to eat. Friday, yeah. Yeah, it is Friday. Damn, I'm losing track of the days, man. This is wild. Yeah, so was resting up for the vast majority of the day, but I was very much aware that I needed to get out because, one, I think I just needed to get out anyways, get a bit of exercise, but two, I did need to actually buy a few things. Luckily, the pain's been all right today, and hopefully it will be all right tomorrow because I'm supposed to be going out tomorrow, although I'm not going to lie, so I'm supposed to be going out tomorrow, Saturday, and also next week, Saturday, both meeting up with friends, so a group of friends tomorrow, some old college friends, and my friend that lives outside of London, one of my friends that lives outside of London, yeah, they're going to be coming down. And again, I'm looking at my bank account and it's not looking rosy. I'm probably going to have to eat into money that I didn't really want to tap into, which is obviously not great. But of course, that's what the money is there for, right? You know, if you're running low on funds, if you have money put to the side, that's at least in part what money that's put aside should be there for. I mean, technically speaking, it should probably be for like rainy days. Whereas I wouldn't even call it raining, it's just more drizzling, but still. Anywho, also I don't even like to talk about this anymore, but water filter. I was collating a list of things that I'm going to be purchasing, and this is going to be quite pricey. We're probably talking not probably, this will be in the hundreds of pounds. The water filter alone is going to cost close to 400, like maybe 370 something, 380 something, I think. That's just the water filter. Obviously there are bits and pieces that come with it and peripherals like, you know, a kind of glass water bottle, although I might maybe look to see if I can maybe get another cheaper one that's probably just as good a quality. But yeah, so off the top of my head, because I know there's things I'm forgetting, but so yeah, I was trying to put together a little list. I haven't finished it, of just health things that I need to get that I've been really slacking in. Water filter being the main one. I need to keep up my water intake, particularly because of my recent kidney stones episode, but also just generally to try and stay hydrated because, I mean, one, it keeps you alive, but two, if you're not adequately hydrated, just the knock-on effects health-wise and, you know, mentally and all of that is quite vast, you know? I think it would be shocking if many of us knew the multitude of negative effects that dehydration can have on us. So, yeah, but anyways, I digress. So, water filter, bloody hell, I'm forgetting everything. Stuff for the hair, which there's a website, Prosper Wellness, it's run by a gentleman by the name of Justin Kelly, black dude, American, who I follow on Instagram. Bought into his brand. I actually quite vibe with, and you could say trust what he's saying. Does seem to be quite a legit guy. Always giving out free information, very helpful. Seems like he knows what he's talking about. Products are also independently third party tested. as well. But yeah, his website is like a kind of health and wellness website, so supplements and stuff. But yeah, so stuff for my hair to hopefully sort out this bloody side. Hopefully, I can actually find something that actually makes the hair grow now. I think I partially found it in the Batana oil, but I think it's just kind of replacing where I had not weaknesses, but replacing where the hair was kind of starting to recede or maybe looking a little bit patchy. It seems like it's kind of been doing its job in that regard. But what it hasn't been doing is where I already have a prevalent amount of hair, it's not allowing it to grow out any further. Like here is fine, or fine-ish. But I just need this to be like this. We need uniformity. That's what we need. We need 8-ball or bowling ball, one of the two. Yeah, so yeah, water filter, stuff in my hair, possibly creatine monohydrate, looking to get on the creatine. Apparently creatine's supposed to be really good for you. Also helps to sustain muscle mass as well, and potentially help you to gain it. So that as well. I was looking into a hydrogen water bottle. Apparently hydrogen water is supposed to be really good for you. Gonna give that a try, but I may have to just try hydrogen tablets. So the ones that you put into water and they fizz and disperse and then puts hydrogen in your water. Because I think the bottle, we're probably looking at least £100 at least, and I think that's the lower end, if I'm being honest. Anything cheaper than that is probably not great. But me and ChatGPT are going to have words. We're going to have words. Probably some type of NMN supplement. So there's a couple of things. So there could either be like the supplements or there's patches. I was thinking to get both. There was other stuff as well, man. Flip. I know there was other stuff. There was like a little... It's not a flannel per se. It's a bit too big to be a flannel. It's almost like the size of like a mini towel or rag, as one might call it. But like, imagine a flannel that you use to wash yourself, but it's got fibers of silver running through it that can help to obviously kill off and potentially ward off bacteria for a period of time. Yeah, silver fibers, actual fibers of silver. Because apparently silver has, I believe, is it antibacterial properties? Like actual silver kills off at least certain bacteria. But you know, and I don't generally smell unless I'm not flipping washing. But I give it a try. Why not? I think particularly on the armpits, man, just because they can be quite stubborn. Me and my nose, we have quite a complicated relationship. I'm very big on smells, and whilst I think for the most part, for most people, I don't smell, certain times I can smell myself, which is not good. I think partly because I can have quite a sensitive nose. But yeah, something to try out. Just thought I'd see how I'd get on with it, really. So that's one thing. Anything else? Yes, I know there's other stuff, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But either way, we're going into the hundreds of pounds, which is not going to be fun. But again, this is, stuff that I deem to be necessary. And, you could argue that any investment into your health, particularly bettering it, should be a worthwhile investment. So I shouldn't really look at it super negatively, But yeah, so I will collate the list and ideally probably just buy the stuff today, because certain things, particularly the water filter, I've been putting off for so long, man, and there's no excuse. And it's probably better to do it sooner rather than later, because prices, obviously we're around Christmas, so if there are any deals going, now would be the time. Obviously you could argue January and all that, but let's not delay stuff, man. Let's not delay. Like, let's get on this. Let's actually get on this. So yeah, gonna do that. I did venture out. Now with one of my friends, went to Fortnum and Mason, very bougie, high-end store that sells things that you're probably just paying for the packaging and the name, if I'm being honest. I'm sure they do sell some genuinely good things. Like one of the things I bought, Christmas present for someone, quite high-end and bougie, they love it. When you've got someone who's a creature of habit, just stick to what you know, or stick to what they know, particularly gift-wise. They're already bloody fussy enough as it is. So yeah, got that. That's all good. Might get some presents for some other people, but I'll have to see what my bank account's saying. I'm already going to be dipping into my savings money more than I would have liked. So, and it really, part of me is thinking maybe I should have just cancelled tomorrow and next week, just from a financial standpoint, because it's getting a bit tight and a little bit peak right now. But I think I can manage it. Fingers crossed the money comes next week. Mr. Middleman was telling me about my money. But I'm not going to rely on that. I'll just try and push that out of my mind. If it comes next week, it's a wonderful surprise. If not, then we continue with regular scheduled programming. But anyways, thought I'd get this video out of the way, as I have more than enough time. Yeah. Yep. We're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna double check. Hold on. Oh, what are you doing? This cat, man. They love to just climb up any and anywhere, man. Just... Anywho. Let's get this right. Or they cocked up more than enough times this year. Oh yeah, and that's the point. We're coming towards the end of the year now. Am I going to do a reflection of this year? Am I? Probably will. Not that I can bloody remember. But this could be an opportunity for me to go back and actually watch some of these videos. I was thinking about doing that, man. Going back and watching some of the videos, my previous videos, just to see how much I'm going to cringe and hate myself more than I already do. Day 1443. That is day 1443. I will catch you tomorrow for day 1444.